TwoCowsGaming fans, we are at week 1 of the regular season for the first year of my Raiders rebuild team. So let's go check it out. All right, Madden fans, we are back. It is week 1 with the Las Vegas Raiders rebuild for Madden NFL 25. We do have some house cleaning to do still left over from the preseason. We have to upgrade some players because they do still earn XP during the off week. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to actually do my safeties just for the scheme. That way they fit the scheme better, which, as I explained in a couple of my previous videos, when you have scheme specific players, they tend to have they're more effective cohesively. So the more players that you have that fit your scheme, the more cohesive the unit is, and the more effective you're going to be on both sides of the ball. The one exception to that rule is, of course, my offensive linemen, which I explained last episode. I tend to do them balanced because that way they're still fitting the scheme, but they also are getting some of the benefits of the other development styles. But again, for like defensive backs, I generally stick to scheme. Tight ends, I generally go vertical threat. Wide receivers, I balance it between playmaker and deep threat. The running backs, I tend to go with a two-headed monster. One's a power back, one's a speed back, or an elusive back. It just works out better. Defensive linemen, both tackles and ends, I run scheme because that seems to work a little bit more effective than going rogue and developing for a different play style or a play position. And then, of course, linebackers. The outside linebackers in particular, I go for speed rusher, because we want to get that extra point in speed if we can. It's kind of random. You don't know when you're going to get it, but you do eventually add a point of speed when you develop for outside rusher or speed rusher. Middle linebackers, again, we develop according to scheme. So we go right down the line, man-to-man for cornerbacks. And on the outside, like for the defensive ends, typically if you're running a 4-3, you have a power rusher and then you have a run stopper. That's the way it works. Quarterbacks, I generally go for strong arm because if they aren't strong enough to throw it down the field, why are they on your team? Let's take a look at his ratings. I want to make sure, yeah, his throw power is not good. I kept him because he performed good in the preseason. That's why he's still on the roster. But in the postseason, we are going to be looking pretty closely at upgrading quarterback. It all depends on how we finish, depends on what our draft pick situation is, that kind of thing. Fullbacks, I always develop for scheme. So in this case, it's utility. That way they can be a receiving back or they can be a blocking back. It's kind of like a jack of all trades for the fullback. And here's what I was talking about. You have your power rusher on the outside for defensive end. Now, if I remember correctly, we went through in the last episode and we set up the substitutions. We're going to double check those just to be sure. But we do have a trade offer for Davante Adams. Remember, I think 2 episodes ago, I put him on the trade block. So let's see what kind of trade value we're going to get for him and who is making the offer. Okay, so the Houston Texans are offering us a 3rd round pick in 2025. The Bengals looks like 2nd round and 7th round in 2026. The Vikings, 2nd round in 2025, 3rd round in 2026, 6th round in 2027. Titans, 6th round 2025, 3rd round 2026. Third round 2026, fifth round 2025 for the Commanders. The Los Angeles Rams are offering. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm missing out on these players too. I suppose I should pay attention to that real quick. Let's see who's getting offered for these players. Because. All right. So Danielle Hunter. That's actually not bad. A 500,000 cap hit to get Danielle Hunter, but a 2025 third round pick. That's pretty good. I have to think about that one. Trent Brown for right tackle. Again, I'm looking at the ages too because we want to get younger players. Jordan Addison, wide receiver, age 22, Vikings, second round pick, 43 in 2025. 2026 and 2027, third and sixth round picks. DeAndre Hopkins, that's an upgrade in my opinion. But again, that's a big cap hit, $8.27 million. On top of the $16 million or $17 million we're already going to take. Sam Cosmi, right guard. 2026 third round pick. The 2025 fifth round pick. Puka Nacua. That actually is pretty attractive right there. 2026 second and 2026 third. I don't know about that. The Patriots, Christian Gonzalez for quarterback. But the best pick I'm going to get is a second round in 2026. Green Bay Packers are offering Luke Van Ness. I kind of like that pick. Well, actually, I like that player. 2025 second round pick and a 2025 fourth round pick with a 2026 seventh round pick in addition to Lucas Van Ness. That's actually a pretty huge trade opportunity right there. You might come back to that one. Brian Branch, 2 picks in 2026, a third and a fifth, and then a 2027 third round pick. That's pretty solid too, but then you have to wait a couple years to cash in on that. Christian Kirk, 2025 fifth, second and fifth, and a 2026 third. I don't know why they don't just put them in order. That is really annoying. Diamador Lenoir, a first round pick, and a fourth round pick in 2026 along with a seventh. That is a pretty good pick. Jalen Carter, defensive tackle. I could use a defensive tackle. Third round pick in 2025. Jalen Phillips. I don't know what my outside linebacker situation is. Second round pick in 2025. A third in 2026 and third in 2027. A lot of offers. I'm surprised. Kenny Moore, second round and a fifth round in 2025, and then a third in 2026. Chiefs, Rashee Rice, 2025 first, 2025 third, a 2026 fourth, and a 2026 sixth. That's huge. Joey Bosa, which would be a big acquisition. 2026 third and a 2026 fifth. And the Arizona Cardinals, 2027 first, 2027 seventh, and a 2026 sixth. Or no, seventh. That's the least interesting pick of them that I am seeing here. I do like this Packers one just because of the second and the fourth. Plus, you're getting Luke Van Ness, who's still pretty young. He's got a big upside. What was the other one that I saw that had like 4 picks? Where is that one? That one was really solid, if I remember correctly. No, I guess maybe not. Did I miss it? I thought I had one with like 4. There it is. The Chiefs, first round pick, third round pick in 2025, and then a fourth and a sixth in 2026 with Rashee Rice. Yeah, that is very attractive. Um, hmm. That would definitely help the team. But what do I get with Lucas Van Ness? A second, a fourth, and a seventh. Oof. Decisions. All right, I think, but then I have to face Davante Adams because he's in the same division. As attractive as that trade is with the Kansas City Chiefs, he's in the same. They would be in the same division as the Raiders, and I don't want to face Davante Adams later in the season. So I think we're gonna go with this pick or this trade right here, just because I like Lucas Van Ness as a developmental player, and the actual draft value isn't too bad. But I also have to keep in mind the salary cap hit. Right now, Lucas Van Ness is only $1 million roughly, and then I have to factor that in with the $17 million that I'm going to have to eat for trading away Davante Adams. So that's the one we're going to go with. We'll send him back to his original team. All right, cool. So we picked up 3 picks. We picked up a good developmental player at defensive end. Let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at our defensive end situation. I'm not sure that he's necessarily an upgrade right now because of Max Crosby. But if we flip him to the other side, that could be an effective switch. I like that. Or I could just put him on the practice squad. But let's take a look here. What do we got? 6'6", 271. And then we got 6'5", 272. I think we're going to move Tyree Wilson inside just to add a little speed to the defense. Well, what do my defensive tackles look like? Yeah, he's good. He's good. Actually, what do my outside linebackers look like? Not very fast. He's a rookie. But I could conceivably put Van Ness in that slot. So we're going to switch Van Ness to left outside linebacker. We're going to put him behind Max Crosby as the starting left outside linebacker. Full disclosure, this is all I'm doing is changing his position. I don't edit any of his other stats. So we'll put him behind Max Crosby to try and generate a little bit better pass rush on that side of the ball. And as you can see, he is a bit of an upgrade over Eichenberg. But I think here's a little sneaky thing we're going to do. We're going to cut Masterson because that saves us almost $1 million on the cap, which almost pays for Luke Van Ness. Now we're going to go take a look at the depth chart and make sure that's right. Because remember, we got to make sure that EA didn't mess everything up. I'm not crazy about my running backs. That's another area that we're going to look at pretty closely in the offseason. Oh, that's right. Parrish is hurt. So we'll just keep looking at these. Now, I do have space for a wide receiver. So we're going to have to sign a wide receiver. But by freeing up some space here, that gives our younger players a chance to develop. So we got to sign at least a wide receiver. But again, I'm just making sure my depth chart is right so that EA doesn't screw it up for the regular season. And then we have to go sign some practice squad players. Remember, I did not sign practice squad players following the last game of the preseason. There we go. That looks good. Defensive tackle. That all looks good. That's right. Always check that stuff, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. Right outside linebacker. That looks good for now. I don't think he's a permanent solution. I think we're going to be maybe seeing what's available as free agents. We could also use an upgrade at cornerback. We need somebody to complement Hobbs. So we're going to be looking at cornerbacks pretty heavily. Safeties look good. Again, I want to get all of my defensive backs and all of my safeties. I want to get them all faster. They got to be faster. That's the bottom line. 88 speed, 86 speed. That's not acceptable. That's too slow. We want to get these safeties up over 90. Now, this is, he's a rookie. He may develop into that player, but I'm not going to count on it. He's probably going to get a point from development. He's going to get a point from coaching, but that's still going to only put him at an 88. We want these two safeties to be up around 91, 92 for speed, and their acceleration is got to be right. It's got to be right at 90 or higher. Otherwise, they're just not going to be able to react to the wide receivers fast enough. Kick returner, I'm not going to mess with it. I just don't want to waste time on it right now. We'll deal with it later. Kickoff specialist, that looks good. Long snapper, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Third down running back, yep, that's fine. Power running back, that's fine. Slot wide receiver, that looks, well, that might change because Tucker moved up the depth chart. So we got to adjust this a little bit. Because remember, we just traded away Davante Adams. That looks right. That looks right. Those look all good. Yep, we're fine there. All right, we got to change this. We got to put in a different cornerback. There we go. Now we'll go back out here, and now we got to assign players to our practice squad. Like I said, and we got to assign a wide receiver. So that's the first thing we're going to do is we're going to assign a wide receiver. So I go over here, and there's two things I look at. I look at age, and then I look at speed. Yeah, he looks good. He's a third-year player, but he's only 23. So he's got a big upside. Plus that speed of 96 and that acceleration of 96 or 95 is nothing to thumb your nose at. So we're going to sign him. Now, when you're signing in the regular season, you can only sign him to 1 year. The good news is you don't have a signing bonus. The bad news is you got to pay a little bit extra to get him. But that's fine. I like his base stats. And now we are focusing completely on the practice squad. So we're going to go up here, go back to quarterback, and we're going to go here. Now I've turned off quarterback stealing. If you want to turn it on, go ahead, but I find that it just kind of... All right, there's no real outstanding cornerbacks. If we need a cornerback, we'll sign one, but right now, I think we're set. I'm also not going to overpay for free agents. I don't generally do that. What do we got here? So these are all protected. I can't sign any of these players because they're already on a team and they're already on a practice squad. So we're going to go up here and we're going to change this to practice squad eligible. There's only one. Tyrion Davis Price, I think we'll just sign him to the practice squad. Doesn't cost you any money, but that way you have him on your squad. Fullbacks, I don't see any there. Wide receivers, we're going to take a look and see what's available. Again, I like looking at younger players. They just have a better upside. Taquan Thornton. I like his speed and his acceleration. But I think Sky Moore might be the better option because he's only 23. So we'll sign him to the practice squad. Now you can have, I think the players that you sign have to be 2 years or less. And Madden doesn't, I don't think, have a veteran slot on the practice squad. So you're not going to be able to really sign anybody to the practice squad who's a veteran. Now I could be wrong. I'd have to look into that. So in here, I look at 2 stats. I look at age, and then I go all the way over here to strength. Nah, not anything that I'm going to really look at too closely. Maybe this guy. Wake Forest, 6'3", 304, not tall enough in my book. What about guards? Nothing there. Tackles. Luke Tenuta, not anything to write home about. Left end. Here again, you're looking at age. And you're looking at, well, speed and strength. Because you might be able to switch this guy to an outside linebacker. He's a pass rusher. It says power rusher, but to me, a power rusher should have a bigger strength. He is 23, so we'll put him on the practice squad. It's not going to hurt anything. You have 12 slots. Currently, well, with those additions, I think I have 10 filled now, or 8 filled. Nah, nobody there that I really want. DeMarvin Leal, maybe. Okay, a little bit lower speed. What's his strength look like? 74. Nope. Not gonna take a risk on him. Linebacker, speed kills, 81 on an 82. I'm all right leaving him there. They're also not tall enough. I like taller linebackers. Here we go. Channing Tindall, 24. Look at that speed. 91 speed, 94 acceleration. We're going to take a flyer out on him, put him on the practice squad. There we go. Right outside linebacker. There's nobody really there. Practice squad for cornerbacks. What do we got for age here? Nobody. Well, Damari Mathis. Okay, we will take him in the hopes that he will develop. That's the nice thing on the practice squad. If nothing else, we can shift him to safety, although he's kind of short. I like tall safeties, but we'll put him on the practice squad. No free safeties, no strong safeties. Okay, here we go. Yeah, why not? We'll put him on the practice squad. Okay, so now we got to go back through and see who all is available. Quarterbacks, I'm not real enthused about. What do we got for best throwing power? Holton Allers, never heard of him. Carter Bradley. Okay, we'll take him just because he's a rookie, and we'll put him on this. We'll put him on the practice. Oh no, my practice squad's full. No more practice squad players are available. So that is the roster. We are ready to go. So we're gonna jump into this game and play it. And hopefully we can come out with a win. We're playing against the Chargers at Los Angeles. We'll play the full game. I'll probably stick around for the first quarter, offering my commentary. And then we'll take a break until the end of the game. And we'll come back.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Raiders and the Chargers. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25. This is the NFL on EA
We're going to skip the intro. Just get right to the kickoff. Now, there was a big patch, a title update patch, a few days ago. I've only skimmed the notes, But it sounds like they addressed some of the coverage issues that this game was having. So we'll see how that translates to the sim crowd. Hopefully this helps because then I can tweak my sliders a little bit. Right now I have the defensive sliders kind of adjusted for to improve the defense. Because yes, there are teams that have bad defenses, but they're not like 500 yards per game bad. That's just not realistic. So we're gonna go ahead and see how these sliders work, or we're gonna see how the updates work for Madden now that the new title update's been applied. Okay, that's fine. I did adjust the sliders for the running game on both sides of the ball too, because I felt that the running game was a little too stout. We'll move inside. I don't play the players, so there's proof. Okay, so yeah, it does look like they improved the pass coverage a little bit. I like that. That makes me happy because that was a big problem. So we're just going to play straight right now. We're not going to adjust the defensive backs or anything. No adjusting of the alignments. We're just going to play it straight and see how well... Ooh, he almost got it, but he gave up a big play. He almost jumped that route. Seems about right. Watch, he comes up, just misses it. Just took his eye off the ball, and it's a big completion. We'll see how Luke Van Ness does. He's right next to Max Crosby up there on the top, number 90. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll start having an impact. He is a pretty young player, though. Broken up. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see because that means that they've actually addressed some of the issues with the pass coverage. Now I'm playing a combination of man zone and different zone formations. So most of the time I'm only rushing 4 or 5 because I am terrified of giving up the big play to Justin Herbert and the team. There's one of them right there. That's one right there. Did not want to give up that play. Okay, we're gonna run a 3-4 real quick, just to see how this runs. I mean, he literally came down right at the line to gain. Yeah, the defense seems a little bit more reactive now post-patch. I have no illusions. My team is not good. But they are young. They're young and they have a lot of potential. It just means that I've got to do a little bit more development. Again, I'm not running the play. There it is. Big pick. Middle linebacker. Nice. Threw it right into that. He missed his first pick earlier in the series, and he just came up with that one. Excellent. Excellent. That was a thing of beauty right there. Same coverage. He just was underneath. Herbert didn't even see him. And now we're at my Achilles heel for this team. Gardner Minshew. Oh boy. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly before it gets better. I fully envision this team losing half of its games. We're going to start out on the ground. Hopefully, Madison will get the ground game going, so it takes a little pressure off the play action. Nice, first down. And as far as my game day goals, I chose 400 yards of offense, win the turnover battle, and then give up less than 20 points. And what was the last one? I don't remember what the last one was. There we go. Wide open. Play action scissors every time, like magic. You never have to worry. It's bread and butter play. You're never going to miss out on that one. All right, we're going to go single back, and we're going to smash it right up the middle. We're going to the weak side, but that's okay. I mean, it's going to the strong side lineup, but it's to the right. So, just a yard or two. I should have flipped that, but I didn't. Let's see, this way I can adjust my seam. Now, the one thing I will do here is I am going to adjust my hot routes, because just to try and exploit the defense a little bit. He's standing there all day. Better throw it, man. Throw it. Throw it. Good grief. Had all day, and then he had a guy open, and he didn't even go to him. He just threw it outside. Threw it away. And that is why I need a new quarterback. We're going to try and pin him in the coffin corner. I don't know how well we'll do. I'm not very good at punting in this game. But maybe we'll get lucky. Does it? Of course. Come on. At least it's down on the 2. At least it's down on the 2. Let's see if we can get a safety here. That would be really nice. So we're doing a zone blitz. I'm blitzing the Sam backer. And that, in this case, is... All right. They gave him a couple yards. Nothing bad. All right. Let's see here. We're going to actually run a little bit of a goal line defense. They have 3 tight ends into the game. Oh, well, they just shifted, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as is. We're running straight man. Lofts it out there, wide open. Well, that's that. Huge play. Shouldn't have put that guy on an island. That's on me. I should not have left my quarterback on an island against him.
And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
But I also wanted to cover against the run. I didn't want to give up a big run underneath. All right, so we're down by 7. We got to get back in this thing as quick as we can.
As this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Dylan Laube.
Okay, we got it out to the 28, maybe 27. All right, Gardner Minshew. Let's see what you can do. Occasionally, I'll shift my fullback just to try and help with blocking. Oh, we get out there on that linebacker. Nice. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. We're going to do this play action scissors again. Let's see if it works. It's on Gallup in motion. Throw it, please. There it is. Oh, he got his hand on it. Not what I wanted. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see. We're going to go with 3 wide receivers. And we're going to go double slant spot. And then I'm going to send my other wide receiver here on Gallup on a post. So slants and then a post. Got it. First down. Got to remember those hot routes. If you don't know the hot routes, you better learn them because they can help you in a game like this. Use that. There we go. Halfback zone. Again, we're just running Madison to the right. Right up the middle. Oh, he sprung it outside on me. Gain of 3. Not fantastic, but not the end of the world either. come back to the 3 wide receiver spread. This time we're going to run mesh spot. That sends the halfback on almost like a wheel route. There's a drag route for the tight end, but we're going to actually send this wide receiver here in the slot on a post. We're going to test this new AI. Oh, they broke it up. So yeah, overall, pass defense seems to be doing better. It's reacting the way that it should. We'll do a double post. Hopefully, hopefully we can get the first down right here. If not, we'll just punt it again. There it is. First down and more. Tight end, Bowers. Excellent. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Did I put in my wide receiver? My other wide receiver? I don't know that I did. Let's take a look here. Because remember, we did sign that one wide receiver. Yeah, he's not in there. Let's get him in there. Schwartz. He's actually going to move up the depth chart a little bit. Sorry, Wilkerson. We're going to actually put him in the fourth position because he's got incredible speed.
First down. What a luxury. There's certain teams when they have a guy like
okay, we're going to do an
RPO.
We'll see what happens.
To run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage.
Actually, I like this lineup. We're going to do a fade on the outside. Oh, it didn't do it. It didn't go. There we go. Now it'll go. Delay a game. Took too long. Took too long. That was on me. It's amazing. Okay, so we got what? 1st and 15. Okay. Didn't do it again. All right, well, I guess I can't hot route to him. That's okay. That's okay. Got 2/3 of it back. We got 2/3 of it back, so it's 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL.
And we'll bring in our second string running back, give Madison a little bit of a rest. I like Lauby anyway. 3rd and 1. All right, let's go to goal line. And we're going to just try to smash it right up the middle. Try and get that first down. And he gets it. Little cut back there. Got about 6. Nobody got hurt, I don't think. And then we will go up here. We'll try a deep post switch. I don't know. It's going to be tricky because there's a pretty good mismatch right there. But I'm hoping that Gallup can come across and make the reception. Nope. It's going to go to the halfback. It's all right. Picked up 6. Nothing wrong with that. And that's the end of the first quarter. We're down by 7, but we're knocking on the door. I would love to be able to stretch the field, but I just don't have the offense to do it, and I definitely don't have the quarterback to do it. So we're just going to have to kind of dink and dunk down the field and hope that things work out. Remember, I said I don't care for Gardner Minshew. I don't care for Gardner Minshew as my quarterback. But that's who we have. That's who we're stuck with, at least until the end of the season. And then we'll see what we can do in the when it's free agency. There might be a couple quarterbacks I'd be willing to look at. All right, 3rd and 3. We'll go to single back. And do I have a rollout? No, I don't have a bootleg on that. What about this one? Is there a bootleg? No. All right, we're going to go this way with it, hopefully. So there's the patterns. I do have my tight end on a drag route. I don't like those. Those aren't deep enough, but Sometimes they work.
Minshew.
Hey! Oh, he dropped it in the end zone. Tough break there. But that's the danger of having a young team. Now, I do have to do all the kicks because that's just the way Madden works. And you may see me lean a little bit so I can see the kick meter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red
Crap.
zone and you have to settle
My
for a
center's
short
hurt.
field goal like that. In this
This is
case,
going to be
he was
bad.
able to put it through and they get free.
That pretty much takes away the middle of the field for me, as far as like running down the middle. So we're gonna have to get a little bit creative. We're gonna have to use maybe some screens for the long handoff, that kind of thing. But we don't want to give up the big play now. We're back within 4. We're going to kind of stick with our zone blitz scheme, and hopefully we can get the ball back. I'm going man blitz here just to start out because it's generally a running down. Yeah, I gave up the first down. Not great. Okay, what do we got here? All right, we're sending Luke Van Ness on the blitz. But we're running a zone. He can't crash that end. He's got to crash that end. It'll come. It'll come. He'll develop and he'll get better. Oh, wow. They only have one option for 4-3. All right. That's not great. There's Crosby. Oh, he almost had him. He almost had him. Good coverage downfield, though. That helped generate that sack.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down.
I would love to be able to beat the Chargers
that it
here.
allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open
And
up
there it is. Another sack. Nice. That time the blitz did get home.
When you can win
Awesome.
so
We'll take it.
fast as an
We'll
edge
take it.
rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming.
So we're forcing the punt. And now we're going to get an opportunity to come back and hopefully take the lead. Fair catch. Got it on the 18. But that last possession was costly. We lost our center. As you can see, no room on the left side, which is where I was trying to go with that. Only a gain of 2. But maybe if we could tire out that interior defensive line, maybe we can start getting some wiggle room. Tight end attack. As you can see, Mayer's going to be going deep. Got Bowers going on a post. Yeah, just stand there. It's cool. That's cool. Just stand there until you get sacked. Now, we're going to check out the coverage on that because this is where... Oh, come on. No. Why did it do that? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to look at the instant replay from the previous one, and it screwed it up. So now I have to punt it. He'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. I just have a sneaking suspicion I had players downfield that were open. You can't always trust the AI in this game.
The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at
But our defense is showing up. We're keeping it, close. They're not blowing us out. There we go. Gave up 5, but I'd rather give up 5 than 7. I'd rather give up 5 than 7. Okay, we're going to do all-out blitz here. Bringing everybody. It's a big risk play, but... And they just go the wrong way. Only gave up a yard, though. Only gave up a yard. So, let's see what they call next. We're going to send one of the middle linebackers on a blitz. We're only sending 5, though. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 4. And they just gave up the first down. Terrible play. This is going to be the story of the season for my team, I think. Is just terrible play after terrible play.
To his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here we go. Held him to a yard. That's fine. Okay, we're going to actually cover the flat. No. All right, I'm going to just do this. Cover 4. Hope for the best.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert.
Ooh, Max Crosby in pursuit. Broken up. Good coverage downfield. He tried to force it in. He's lucky that my player didn't square up and turn around. Otherwise, it would have been picked and gone the other way. Okay, we're only sending 4 on the rush this time. Going with shallow zone. Crosby almost got home, and he leaves him wide open again. He leaves him wide open again. So, apparently I spoke too soon. They still have the same problems with pass coverage that they did before. I mean, my guy was just right there, but he didn't react. He didn't do anything. He just stood there like a statue. So we're down by 11. And unfortunately, I don't have a high caliber offense right now.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail now 14-3. So
I don't really have a lot of opportunities to stretch the field here. Hot routed Bowers. He's going on a quick slant. Let's see what happens.
From the gun, here's Minshew.
Minshew's just going to stand there again. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. I'm sure he had people downfield too. Let's just check it out. Let's just see what we got going on here. Standing, standing, standing. Oh, no. They got good coverage. I'll give them that. He could have gone over the shoulder to Bowers. And he had the one wide receiver, but by that time, like right there, he had a chance. He could have thrown it right there to Bowers because Bowers was over here, but it would have been a tough throw, especially with Gardner Minshew. He's not an elite quarterback. I wish he was, but he's not.
He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to
okay, so at least it seems to be playing straight that way. Madison tackled for a loss. Right now we only have 71 yards. That's embarrassing. We have 71 yards of offense. There's my play action scissors. I don't have one. Okay, we're going to actually be throwing into a pretty tight window here. Just so that he doesn't roll out the wrong way and he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. Nobody blocked the cornerback. Cornerback blitz right there. Nobody blocked him. Let's take a look at that. Where's 29? Yeah, there he is right there. Watch. Nobody picked him up. Fullback said maybe. Maybe. but then he cut back the other way to try and get open for a pass. Nobody blocked him. And this is why, you have to develop your players. I mean, awareness makes a big difference. Oh, what do we get? Oh, a timeout. All right.
Their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Raiders have their punt team out there.
We're just going to kick it as far as we can.
From his own end zone.
See, I don't mind losing to the Chargers as long as I don't get blown out. But if they score another touchdown here, I don't know that I can play pickups or catch up fast enough. So this series is going to make a big difference. What I would really like to see is a turnover, like a pick six or a fumble recovery. But I don't see that happening. Nope. Van Ness was on the tight end. Kind of got a step behind him. Hurst was right there for the money. Again, young player, got a lot to learn, got to develop him a bit. This is very much a development season. The good news is that we're going to get, oh my God, we're going to get some good draft picks. We've got a couple of first rounders. We got a couple of third rounders. So, it's just slogging through the season, hoping for the best.
They find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, picked off in the end zone. Nice. All right. Well, that's 2 turnovers. That makes me happy.
They're going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So, let's see what we can do. We got a minute 12 left with 3 timeouts. Probably shouldn't have called a running play for my first play, but okay, we're going to try this play action slide, and we're going to actually send Gallup deep. Well, on a post. Let's see what happens. Nobody's blitzing. Throws it downfield, and he throws it to the frickin' the fullback. Ugh, God. That is the most Raiders thing to ever Raider.
Gotta get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Here's Minshew.
Throw it, man. Please throw it. There we go. Going deep. Way downfield. Oh, threw it behind him. Couldn't make the catch. Right idea. Too many players there to cover him. He couldn't make the catch. But at least we got the pick so we can get him out of our side of the field for the moment. 18 seconds left. I don't see them doing anything super risky. We're only going to blitz 4. We got a guy in zone. Just going to cover the middle of the field. Yep, he's just going to hand it off. 14 seconds left. Oh, I'm going to go with 3 wide receiver set. So, let's see what we can do. We're going to actually... I'm going to try and cover so they don't get the deep play this time. Threw it away. Good. Perfect. 10 seconds left. Excuse me. Still fighting bronchitis. This is going to be going on probably for most of the winter, sadly.
He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
First down. That should be the last play of the game. Or not the game, the half. Yeah, there it is. We're going to skip the halftime, mainly because if you've played any Madden games in the last 6 years, it's the exact same halftime show, which is to say it's not even a show. It's just scripted audio from the last 5 years. Updated for player names That's about it.
Quarter set to commence.
The presentation in this game is just pathetic. They were trending in the right direction with 2021. I really like the AZN stats. But then they threw them out. It was so dumb. It's like, we're not going to have those anymore. You know, here they came out with something that was legitimately cool. The AWS AZN stats. I thought that was amazing. Because, you know, it did like the chart of how fast they ran downfield and how many yards the ball traveled through the air and all that. I thought that was great. You know, and then they also brought back that same year all of the individual team celebrations, which as a Packer fan to me means a lot, doing the Lambeau Leap. And then the very next year they got rid of all of that. I don't know what's going on over at EA, but it's very disappointing. Nice run by Madison. At least he's making yards. At least he's making positive yardage for us. We're going to actually send our fullback in motion here. Just going to split him out a little bit. He didn't block anybody. He didn't block anybody. Unbelievable. All right. Here we go. Scissors again. Time for a big play. Can we get it? Downfield to the tight end. Nice catch. That's how you do it.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep.
All right, we're getting close. We're knocking on the door of the red zone. Come on, Madison. Nice stiff arm. Got the first down and then some. All right. And we are in the red zone. We're on the 12-yard line. What can we do here? What can we do? Hopefully.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You can
get a touchdown.
Coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort.
Rolls right. Throws it. Touchdown. Nice. Bowers with the touchdown. That brings us within 4. Or 5, I should say. And then if we can get this, no, I'm not gonna go for 2. That's just silly. I know statistically, if it's a road game and it's late in the certain quarter, then yes, you go for it. But we're not gonna go for it here. We're just gonna kick it, and I just shanked it. Fortunately, the kicking meter that I use is the classic, so it's a little bit more forgiving. They have a new kicking meter that they brought in from NCAA, and I absolutely hate it. So I went with the Madden Classic kicking meter, where you just do the double tap. To me, I just feel it's a little bit easier when you're doing sim. All right, so we're within 4. Now we just need to kind of put the clamps on them defensively. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen. Okay, we got straight up blitz, man-to-man. Max Crosby. Oh, he had him. He had him in the grasp. But he couldn't complete the sack. So close. So close. There we go. There it is. Number 94 with the sack. Max Crosby with the assist. That's what I like to see. 3rd and 12. Big play here. Max Crosby X Factor activated. Hopefully you can get in there. Nope. Ooh, broken up though. Broken up. Almost picked. That was almost picked. And if he had caught it, it would have been 6 the other way.
He has to do a better better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into
That was a
these
heck of
tight
a kick.
windows.
The Raiders offense and their running back.
Okay, well, let's see what we can do here.
They'll see if they can put something
We've got
together
time.
beginning
We've
with
got
first and
time
10.
to hopefully turn this around on the... Ugh. I really don't like the Raiders playbook. In the off season, I will be changing it to more of a power run,
Straight ahead, here's Madison.
traditional
And that'll
power
be a
run,
pickup of 3.
with just a kind of slight West Coast offense bent.
They face second down and 7.
Okay, play action pass, scissors. Come on, get there. There it is over the middle. Adson with the catch. 3rd and 1. Let's head it. Let's see if we can smash this up the middle. Get the first down. 3rd and 1. Let's see if we can get the first down. I see our starting center is back in the game. There it is. First down and a lot more. Nice. 80 yards on the ground for him. And that's sometimes just the way you got to play it. Sometimes you just got to play smash mouth football. Okay, we're going to send Tucker on a streak and see if we can beat this defense deep. Nope, not on that side, but Myers did. Jacoby Myers with the touchdown. Nice. All right, so that changes things. We're up by 2 with the extra point. That'll put us up by a field goal. It is late in the 3rd quarter. Well, halfway through the 3rd quarter. Now we really need the defense to kind of clamp down. So we are up 17-14 in the 3rd quarter with that huge pass to Jacoby Myers. And right now, I'm not missing Davante Adams a whole bunch.
Kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Davis now.
But again, off season is what we're playing for. I'd love to make the playoffs, but I think if we do with this franchise, it's going to be a one and done. And then it'll be into the off season, and we are going to really be able to take advantage of those draft picks that we got from the Packers for Davante Adams. And if we are in the middle of the pack with our picks, that'll allow us to get some good value. Because we really need to replace a few of the cornerbacks and, and a couple of the safeties. So that's what we're looking for right now, is to just play the best we can, but understand we might not be able to make the playoffs. But we've got quite a few draft picks at this point. I wish they had contained Herbert there. Oh, looks like I've got my backup defensive tackle in. I wonder what happened to my other one. Max Crosby finally finds the quarterback. He was getting close all game, and then he finally put him in the dirt. Finally put him in the dirt. That was a coverage sack. Well done. Herbert had nowhere to go. Max Crosby still got his X Factor activated. Come on. Put him on his back again. Nope. Almost a massive gain there with a one-handed catch, but my guy broke it up. 3rd down and 19. Okay, we got to keep the play in front of us. Okay, so we're only going to blitz one linebacker. Hopefully that doesn't burn me right here. Oh, it did. Dang it. Hurst again. First down. First down.
There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate not only on 3rd down.
3rd and 19. You have everything in your favor, and what do? You give up the first down. McConkey's just tearing my defense apart. 164 yards passing or 154 yards passing on the day, or receiving on the day. That's just insane. On 3 or 4 catches. Because remember, he had 2 of them that he took to the house. His first 2 catches of the game went for touchdowns. All right, we're going to zone blitz here. Sending our one middle linebacker. The other one's going to drop into coverage. Now, we could end up burned here if Hurst goes deeper than across the middle. He went across the middle. Outside, broke it up. All right, so they're going to try to kick the field goal to tie. We got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Does he make it? No, he missed it. Bounces off of the left post. Excellent. All right, so now we're changing our game plan again. And we're going to grind out some yards on the ground because my passing game, aside from the Jacoby Myers pass, has not been stellar. Yes, there was the catch in the end zone by Bowers, but that, I think, was just a breakdown in coverage. Excuse me. I know why Loudon wasn't in on that play. He should have been. Did I screw that up? Oh, no. There we go. Lobby's in now. Play action scissors. Now, on this particular one, I can't send Gallup outside, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. Where's he going? Right down the middle of the lobby. We'll take a first down. And that's the end of the third quarter. I don't think I'm going to make 400 yards on this game, so we're gonna miss out on some coach development points there. But you know what? If we can beat the Chargers on the road, it'll be worth it. Yeah, right now we're at 223 total yards offensively. We want to get to that 400 mark. I don't see that happening, honestly. I don't. But that's okay. That's okay. As long as we win, that's all I care about. Okay, we're gonna send Madison up the middle again. Again, we're kind of trying to balance it here to eat enough clock, but also put us in a position to win the game. A touchdown right now would be devastating for the Chargers. Okay, we're gonna run a fade route to Gallup. Okay, rolling out. Throws it to the tight end. Who drops it? Unbelievable. I mean, it's completely believable because it's the Raiders, but... All right, we're going to try the play that we scored a touchdown on before with Bowers. It's... I don't know. We'll see. He's just going to stand there all day. He throws it away. Unbelievable. You're not going to get a late hit on that, dude. All right, we're going to try to kick a mile away field goal. Should be doable. There it is, right down the boulevard. Got the distance, and it's through. So we're up by 6. I'd rather be up by 10. But a win is a win is a win at this point. Ah! Let's time that kick. So they're going to get it under 30, and now lots of time left for them to catch up. Because I did not do my job on defense. I mean offense. Okay, so this play, wow, that's an interesting lineup. I went with the 3-4 there. Van Ness with a big sack. Awesome. There it is. That's why I traded for him. Hard to go wrong with a pass rusher. Hard to go wrong with a dedicated pass rusher.
I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker.
Making an impact. Hopefully that's enough to get him a developmental point. And look at that, we pushed him back again. So now we're in the exact same situation we were before. 3rd and 19 with 8:26 to go. And we need a big stop. We need a big stop here because then I can hopefully put together a bit of a longer drive. Nope, they just gave it up. Again, McConkey, 4th catch for 166 yards. Unbelievable. 4 catches on the day, 166 yards. I think I just called the wrong play. Hopefully it won't beat me up too bad. Max Crosby again with a sack. Look at that. Doubling up. I love to see that. Okay, we're going to try man-to-man this time. See if we can get another sack. Dangerous play, though. Now let's see if we get burned on it. Picked off. Nice. Epps with an interception. And that should set us up to win the game. Because even if we walk away with a field goal, that makes it a 9-point game. So, but we're gonna try and eat some clock here too. Again, we're just trying to squirrel away this win. I don't have a high power offense. I wish I did, but I don't. So we're doing the best we can with what we got.
Fake the give, and now it's Minshew.
Goes deep. There it is, tight end. Bowers again. One of the only bright spots on this team is Bowers. Now we'll come back with the halfback again. We just want to keep that clock rolling. Here comes Lauby. Ooh, that didn't go so well. Still a gain of 4. And then we'll come back to Madison again. How does it say in total? Oh, because of them. All right, gotcha. There's Madison. First down. That gets him over 100 yards on the day. Nothing wrong with that. And then... oh, boy. What do I do here? I don't like running the bootleg opposite of their right, because Gardner Minshew is right-handed. I don't like to roll out to the left. It just doesn't work out very well. Because there, see, he has to spin around. Still got the touchdown, though. Nice. Nice. Jacoby Myers again with his 2nd touchdown of the day. We'll take it. It's ugly, but we'll take it. No, we're not going to actually do that. We're going to just kick the field, kick the extra point. Because now it is good. Oh, come on. Did they confirm it or did they overturn? Confirmed. Right? Yeah.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Should be right down the middle. We're good there. All right, 13-point game with, what, 4 minutes left? We're in a very good position right now.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the
Would
other
have liked
end.
a little bit deeper kick, but
Davis now to return it.
it's okay. So now they're really up against it. They're going to have to try and stretch the field. We're going to try to keep the plays in front of us and not give up big chunk plays. And with a little luck, maybe we could force another turnover or at the very least a punt. I do like that it looks like cover 3 and cover 4 have been improved. Cover 2, Tampa 2 is still kind of a glitchy kind of play. I would only use it if you know you're only going to be going short yardage, but cover 2 or cover 3, cover 4 seems to be a little bit better. I won't say it's fixed, but not giving up the big plays as badly. So I'm not going to mess with the sliders too much. Gave up a first down though. Clock keeps running. Okay, we're going to just blitz. You got to try and get some pressure. There it is. Big time sack. Cover 3. Okay. And this is the tail of the tape right here. Hurst is just crushing us on that.
You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is,
almost got there for the sack again. They have plenty of timeouts. I don't know what they're doing here. Got another sack. Wilson, nice job. So that's 3rd and 11. And looks like they didn't. Oh, 2-minute warning. Come on, get him. Oof, almost got another sack for Crosby there. All right, 4th and 11. This is their game right here.
This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs.
We're gonna drop everybody in the coverage except for 3 guys, 3 down linemen, and broke it up. Our ball, minute 50 left, and we are gonna salt this win away, Raiders fans. We are gonna win this one, provided we don't have a complete collapse in the last minute 50. But we're gonna try and be pretty conservative. Keep it on the ground. They just called timeout. If we get a first down, it's over. I mean, it's pretty much over. It's just we gotta protect that lead. All right, you know what play I'm going to? I'm going to my bread and butter.
Absolute must stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's been chewed.
Laube dropped it. Well, best laid plans and all of that. Okay, we're going to try and backspin this one so it doesn't go out of the end zone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There it is. We got it on the 11. So they got 89 yards to try and score. Then they got to do an onside kick and then score again just to get a win. They're down by 13. It's a 2-touchdown ball game. Feeling pretty good here. What a huge catch by him. McConkey again kills me. And again. So here we go. Here's the Madden nonsense that they pull at the end of every game. He can't miss. That was only because my guy knocked it out of his hands.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. He's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy
Dangerous
throws.
play on my part, but look at that. Paid off. Got a blitz. Got a tackle. Another sack. And that is their last timeout. So they got 43 seconds to come back and win this game. I don't see it happening. Not realistically. It's 3rd and 18. I'm running a zone blitz. Bringing 5. God, caught it at his ankles. 400 yards passing, just like that. Throws it away. 17 seconds left.
It's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with the pass defense in this game. I thought that they addressed some of the issues in the patch, but I guess not.
Typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it, but now they find themselves
Again,
in 2nd and 10.
on pass coverage, my team isn't a bunch of world beaters, but I would expect that they do better than 400 yards. Giving up 400 yards. But you know what? Winning ugly is still winning. So we're up 27-14, 10 seconds left. It's over. It's all over except for the crying. He throws it away. That's the end. 4th and 10. No, we're not going to do that because the prevent defense prevents you from winning. I never run the prevent on purpose. It's always by accident. And it always happens when it goes. Another pick. There it is. So, first week of the season, a little bit hairy. Come away with the win, 27-14. Let's take a look at the stats. And I'm going to get rid of my camera for now. So we're just going to do this so you can actually see what I'm looking at. Team stats. First downs, Chargers had 17, I had 14. Total offense, for me, 286. Chargers, 412. Guess where they got all of that? Yards per rush, 5.1 on my side of the ball, 3.8 on their side of the ball. Yards per pass, 7.5 on my side of the ball to their 9.1. Passing yards minus the sack yardage, 366 on their side, 164 on mine. Third down conversion, I was 5 of 12, which is 41%. Not great. They were 8 of 13. Fourth down conversions, they were 0 for 2. I never put myself into a fourth down conversion situation. Neither team went for 2 points at all. Turnovers. I am +3 there, so I won the turnover battle. That was one of my goals. They had 3 interceptions, return yards, 2 for 101. Kick return yards, I had 64. Total yards, 350. That includes special teams. They had 515. So with that, let's go to the player stats. But we're only going to look at the Raiders people. Okay, Gardner Minshew, 54% completion percentage, 3 touchdown passes, 186 yards through the air. He protected the ball. That's what he needs to do. I'm not crazy about his numbers, but a win is a win is a win. Alexander Madison had 100 yards on the ground, no touchdowns, no fumbles, 5.4 yard average. Laube averaged 3.6 on 5 carries. Receiving, Bowers was the big target. He had 81 catches on four receptions, or 81 yards on 4 catches, 1 touchdown. Jacoby Myers hit late and produced 2 of the touchdowns that the Raiders got through the air. And then Madison and Laube had a couple of receptions, nothing to write home about. Defensively, well, blocking, how many sacks did we give up? We gave up 2 sacks, it looks like, on the game. That's not bad. Nothing to cry about. Solo tackles. Who led the team in solo tackles? Jack Jones had 4 solos, 2 assists, 6 total. Total tackles on the day, Marcus Epps with 11 combined solo and assists. How many sacks we got? Tyree Wilson, the right end, had 2.5. Max Crosby had 2. Luke Van Ness had 1. Jabril Cox had 1. And Christian Wilkins had half a sack. Interceptions, we had 3. Jack Jones had 1. Divine Diablo had 1. And Marcus Epps had 1. No touchdowns on any of those. So overall, we looked good on that. Now, we need to go back and see. Hopefully, we didn't lose anybody real important on the season. We're not going to worry about developing players just yet. We are going to... Okay, nobody hurt. Good. So what we'll do is we'll go in here to franchise staff. We'll adjust accordingly. We're going to go... Yeah, we're going to keep developing Antonio Pierce. He's the most important coach on the team. So what do we got here? Where can I actually get some value for him? Excuse me. We'll go with offensive development for the centers. Centers in training will gain an extra 5%. And then we will spend some points on quarterback development just because even though Gardner Minshew won't benefit much from it, my rookie quarterbacks, if I draft any, are going to be the beneficiaries of that. We are going to advance the week. Nobody got hurt, so I'm happy. Now, the reason that I wait to upgrade my players until the advance to the week is because then you get the extra XP from training for the next game. Next game is on the road against Baltimore. That is going to be an ugly game. So we're going to go down here. We're going to choose our goals, our game day goals for this one. I choose the same ones every year or every week. We go with win turnover battle. We go with 400 yards offensively. In this case, we're going to try to allow 24 points or less. That is going to be tough going against the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know if I have the players that I need to contain Lamar Jackson, but that's why they play the games. We'll find out. So then we'll go over here, and we will develop our players, and then we're going to check our messages. We got some messages. Hopefully nobody got hurt. Max Crosby. We're going to develop him as a power rusher. And we're going to go right down the line. Man to man. Yeah, I'm not gonna be upset about the way that game turned out. It's gonna be hard all year to try and now remember, when it comes to tight ends, I try to develop the vertical threat. That's my first goal, because that's going to help in the long game. You want to stretch the field, that's how you do it. Michael Gallup. Okay, now we have a couple things. We're going to see what his speed is. 91, acceleration 81. He's not really a deep threat. So we're going to actually spend the point on his playmaker ability, which is going to fit the scheme. We need him to be able to make plays when we need him to. He's more of a short to mid-range receiver at this point. So that's how we're going to develop him. But all of my other wide receivers that have any kind of speed, we're going to develop them for deep threat. Divine Diablo, middle linebacker. We're going to upgrade him for pass coverage, as he was one of the players to get an interception in that last game. Probably the best fit for him. Okay, outside linebacker, Luke Van Ness. No, we're not going to do the power rusher. We're going to do the speed rusher. Because speed kills. I can't stress that enough. Now, if you look at his ratings, his speed is 86, his acceleration is 91. He is the perfect kind of mold for an outside linebacker. Yes, he's a little bit big at 6'5", 272 pounds, but you know what? If I need to, I can sub him in at defensive end. That's why I have him where he's playing, because his speed is incredible, especially at that size. And then right down the line, remember, I run my offensive line as a balance until we get to the point where we run out of options. Hybrid, Trey Taylor. He's one of my backups. You want to have your backups develop pretty well too, because you never know when they might get called into service. My other middle linebacker for pass coverage. And my backup right tackle. Oof. He's got a ways to go before he's good. but he's coming along. We'll do the best we can with what we got. He is a rookie, so he's got a big upside. All right, let's see what these messages are all about. Matabuke is a beast. Yeah, we got to be careful with that. Incident in practice. Okay, Marcus Epps is going to miss. Okay, we're not going to worry about Dameon Pierce. I'm happy with my running back situation at the moment. So, when we come back for the next episode, we are going to be taking on the Baltimore Ravens on the road. Good news is that they give up a lot of yardage on the through the air. They're the last team in the league as far as pass defense. The only team that's even close is my team. But so we'll take some encouragement there. Hopefully, we can exploit that a little bit. Get a few more yards through the air and come out on top. It's going to be tough all season long with the Raiders because I'm in such a massive state of rebuild mode. Before I leave today, let's take a look at what draft picks I actually have now, because I got some good ones. So let's take a look here. So I've got pick 1. Or for round 1, I've got a first round pick, and then I've got 2 seconds, a third, 2 fourths, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. Now, did I pick up any extras? I did. I picked up an extra 7th in 2026. So we're doing all right draft pick wise. We've got a lot of draft capital going into the off season. You figure in addition to our base 7, we've got 2 additional picks. That gives us 9 total. So I'm pretty happy, and we picked up a good player. I mean, you saw it in that game. Luke Van Ness made an impact right out of the gates. So with that, we'll turn my camera back on. I forgot to turn it back on. So with that, as always, I want to just say, be safe, be kind, and remember, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you do matter and you are loved. Also, please hit that subscribe and like button so that you get all the updates on the Raiders franchise. And let me know what you think in the comments. I love to hear what people think about my videos, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great night, everybody.